And good morning and welcome to the VSA Capital 5 Minute Morning Miner. It's Tuesday, the 18th of October. And at least it's sunny out there. And the market's actually turned a bit blue, although it's still pretty doomy and gloomy on most fronts, I think. Morning, Ollie. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad, thanks. How you doing?
Yeah, not bad at all. Now, why don't we kick off today? You've been scribbling a little bit. We love it when an analyst scribbles. But you've been writing up Apollo Silver on the back of their phase two drilling program. Why don't you update us on that?
Yeah, just a drilling update. No assays yet. They only started this phase 2 program a couple of weeks ago, but they've now done 13 of the 39 holes that they've got planned. So that's 1,830 meters out of 4,300 for the whole program. What they have done has been sent off for assay, and they should get the full program back by the end of the year, which will enable the new resource to be announced in Q1 2023. So the first resource that they declared in, I think, about February this year was over 100 million ounces of silver, which makes it, I think, the third biggest in North America. So one of the biggest in the world, and it's pure silver. What they're doing at the moment is completing infill drilling to improve confidence, expand the resource a bit more, but also explore the byproduct potential. So they have found some gold that hadn't really been tested by the previous owners, and there's also a possible barite byproduct which is used in oil lubricant for drilling, amongst other things. So, but that needs some met testing before it can be properly quantified. But big milestone coming up, and the stock, given the sort of pullback in precious metals sentiment, has been hit, and is, for a big project, is really cheap at the moment.
We love that, really cheap. You've got a target price of Canadian dollars 345. So yeah, there's plenty of upside there. One we like. Whilst just talking about silver and TSX stocks, the Anchorage Exchange did announce the dual listing of Guanajuato Silver yesterday onto the Apex segment of Aquis. So it's now public that it will be coming to London, and it's the most amazing opportunity for people, again, to get exposure to a high quality silver play or a mini Fresnillo. You've got rid of your jet lag now, have you, Ollie?
I think so, pretty much, yeah. I mean, the interesting thing about silver at the moment, I think, is you've got it's basically sort of 50-50 industrial and precious metal demand, and the two big drivers there, macro uncertainty, and then the energy transition with rapidly growing silver demand from solar and photovoltaic cells. So, I mean, perhaps two of the biggest themes in investing are the key drivers for demand. And then on the supply side, not dissimilar to vanadium, which London investors perhaps more familiar with because of Bushveld and ferroalloys, but 30% of the market is byproduct production, and so the price is quite inelastic. So you tend to get big runs when the price does start to move. So given those demand themes, it's quite well placed for a good next couple of years.
Yeah, and if you look at the price of silver, I mean, since about 2005, the trend has been steadily upwards. Obviously, it did spike around 2012 above $40, and now it's trading at about 1875. But the trend is definitely upwards. Nothing goes up in a straight line, but it sort of moves up and down. But yeah, I think it's fair to say that we would be very bullish on silver as a commodity. Just talking of which, Ollie, it's worth maybe mentioning a couple of things. I mean, Rio have come out today and been quite cautious about commodity prices, but their commodity prices tend to be the big ones like iron ore, Whereas on the other hand, actually, lithium carbonate yet again hit another high yesterday. I mean, the price of lithium is just going through the roof, and lithium equities are not moving in line with it at all, are they?
No, and that sort of probably speaks more to the industrial side of the economy, perhaps being slow. But you can still get rising commodity prices when demand is falling, if in a situation like lithium supply is just so tight that there isn't enough to meet the demand that there is.
Yeah, and that's obviously what we've got going on at the moment. I mean, yesterday it hit about 70. Well, it was well over $71,000, which is staggering, actually. That's lithium carbonate, by the way. At that level, a lot of these, the battery systems become very expensive, being honest. Anyway, there we go. That's probably about it, really. There's not much other news around, is there?
No, pretty quiet this morning.
Fair enough. We'll call it a day there, and we'll speak again tomorrow.